Guys, it's Akash here, and let's talk about mutability and immutability. To better understand the mutability and immutability here in Python, I'll be explaining you that on practical also. So let's see the mutability first with an analogy of a bank account, shared bank account. Let's say there is a person called uh, Ray. Okay, Ray has a bank account of information containing a account number. Let's say he has an account number of 558, and he has a money in it $10. Okay, so this is a list. This whole thing comes under whole information comes under a list. It can also contain his name inside this to show that it's his account. Okay, so let's say if another guy named called Joy. Joy approaches to Ray to ask him that he wants to contribute to his bank account, and he wants to contribute for a better cause, and he wants permission to share the same key to make changes to this and add value, add more money to it. Okay, so Joy approaches to Ray. Joy approaches to Ray, and Ray has a key of his bank account. Now Joy asks for Ray, and Joy now has a key to this uh, this bank account. Okay, here the list is has the same indexing as array. If you know about the array, it has the same indexing as uh, array. So it has zero indexing. It starts with zero, and it has a one and goes on till n minus one. Okay, so if both have the same bank account information, and we can say that those two are pointing towards the same bank account. If Ray has at some time Ray has contributed to his account $25. Okay, so he's contributed to it $25. So Ray has changed the value of money. Where the money is in on the index 1. So if he changed the mm, value at this to 25 extra, 25 extra. So now if Ray sees the account as the company gives him the receipt, he can see that he has now the account number here is 558, and the money changes to 35. Okay, so after some time, when Joyce sees his account, he got a notification, and Joyce sees account, he sees that in his account here the change has also been made. So when Joyce sees it, he can see this. So in Python, if we make a changes to this, then also link the value to it. Here Joy is linked to this information. Here Ray is linked to this information. Ray has changed the value of this, so Joy also get changed. Here when the Joy sees this change in this, Joy also get his information in this account change because both have the same account. Okay, that's what the mutability is. That's what the concept of mutability is. If we change on the value of this, another gets also changed. The point here is to notice that this guy hasn't been changed, right? we don't have to reassign the value to it. We don't have to reassign the value. We can just do it separately. If we want to change this, we can do change this. If we want to change this, we can do change this without affecting another. And that's what the mutability concept is. Okay. With the same analogy, if Joy made changes to some account, to same account, uh, if Joy makes changes to the same account, let's say he adds Joy, makes changes to his account, Joy 1 plus he contributed a $5. Okay, so here when Joy sees it again in his receipt, he can see that he has uh, 558 bank account number and $40. Okay, Joy sees in his receipt this. So after some time, Ray gets a notification. So since both has shared the same account, so if Ray checked his account, he also have a this changed value. Here we are just changing this. We are just changing the thing we want to change. We want to contribute to it. Just thing without affecting the whole list. Okay, so just the opposite concept of mutability is immutability, where we can't make a changes to just this value. So let's see what some immutability is. Okay, so immutability is that we cannot change the value in its place. So we have to reassign the value to it. We have to reassign the value to its name. Let's suppose I have a string with the name str. It holds a value of orange. Orange. Okay. So string is an object of string class. Str is an object of string class, and it holds an orange. So here, if I want to make a changes in this string, and I want to make a changes in this particular position, I want to add e instead of a to make orange, ORENG. I can't do that because it does not support the mutability. The string is same as the list of characters, so it also starts with an index of 0. So it goes till the length of string minus 1. Here it has a length of 6, so it goes till 5. Okay, so if I want to change only this, we can't do that because it does not support the mutability, and we have to reassign the value to it to make changes in this string. We have to reassign it because if we want to just this, we can't do that. So we have to do like something like, okay, so here I want to make a changes to this for reassigning it. So orange, without having a specific change, we have to reassign value to it, and that's what the immutability is. the only and also the method to reuse this value to make a changes in again in this by reassigning it, this can be achieved by slicing. Let's see what the slicing is here. Okay, so slicing, what it does is it makes a section you want, and you can select a selection from starting to the end according to your need in a string, or any that has a collection of data. Let's say here is string uh, here is a string called holding a value hello. Okay, so I want only this hell, and I don't want this last O. So how can I do is I reassign the value which I want by slicing the already defined value. So here we are reassigning the value into the str by we already have this of already defined hello. Okay, so here I'm using the already defined thing to reassign it to this, and what I want is here as this is a collection of characters, and it starts with a zero indexing. So it is 1 2 3 4, so it has a length of 5 and it goes to 0 to length minus 1, length of string minus 1. So if I want to just HELL, so in slicing what we do is we put a object of it, and the starting from which I want, and this is like starting is zero indexing, it's from H I want, so I'll put the index of it, and put a colon and colon operator, and till which value I want. So I want till L. So what I do is I put a value here, the index here, just plus 1 to it. Here I want till L, so I will give 4, because in slicing what it automatically does is put subtract 1 from it. So if I put 4, uh, it will store till 3. Okay, so I will give a 4, so it will store str will store the hell. Okay, so this is what a slicing is. There can be different notation in which slicing can be seen is like this. Here uh, what it does is reassign the value of str fully to the string. So it does not means if we see this and execute this and see there is nothing in change. So it starts with a 0 and it goes till length of L minus 1. If we don't do if we don't give any of this, it starts with the list. We just put a colon in it. So another thing is str, and from where I want to start. So here if I want to start from E and want to print hello instead of hello, so I will start with 1 till last, that is length of L minus 1. So I will just close it, because what it automatically does is if I don't give an something into this, it will go till end of that string, till L of length of string minus 1, and again is that is from this to end. And another thing here is, if I want to start from zero and I want till some particular value, so I want from HE, want to start from H and go till L, so I will give 3. So if I'm not giving, it will start from the very start, that is 0 index, and it will go till 3 minus 1. So here I have give the L here 3. Here the index of L is 3, and it will go till 3 minus 1, that is 2. It will give HEL. Okay, that's what the slicing is. So how can we achieve that the change in that orange thing? So we had orange. Okay, so we want to change A to E. So we can achieve by reassigning it to slice from 0 to R. You can slice from this, and the index of this value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We want to make a change to this. Here we will give just, if we will want till this, we will give just +1. So it will automatically subtract 1 from it. And we want to change what to E, right? So we want to change to E as str, and from where we want, after the change where we want to do is, we want from N to E. So what is the index of N is 3, and it goes till last. So what after this expression will do is assign the orange instead of orange to it, and if we see str, we will get orange. Okay, that's what the immutability is. We can't in place change this value, so we have used the slice to make it happen, and that's what the concept of immutability is. Okay, let's see the practical of it. So I'm using a Python interpreter here, and let's see what the first thing we have understood what mutability was. So we have used the bank account analogy. So here there's a person called Ray, has his bank account information, uh, and where he has a account number 885 and the money initially as $10. So when Ray sees his bank account information, he can see that he has a account number 885 and $10 to it. Then another person called Joy approaches to Ray so that he wants to contribute to his bank account, uh, to add more money to the Ray's account, and Ray permit him to do that. So now when we see uh, Joy's bank account, so it's pointing towards the same as the Ray's, because both are sharing the same bank account, right? So Joy and Ray has the same bank account information, and now when Ray wants to add more money to his account, let's suppose here that money part is in the index 1 of the list, right? So here's the money part, and here's 0 index, and this is the 1 index, if you know about the indexing of like an array. So now Ray wants to add, so we want to change the first index, and we'll be using the defined value to already defined value in the list. So let's more add more money like $25, and when Ray sees it, so he can see that he is increased in the $25 and there is $35 in it. So this change notifies us the on the Joy, and Joy gets a notification and he can see that there's a change happens in account. And when Joy sees his bank account, he can also see that there is a change. That's 35, which was previously $10. So now both have been changed, right? So now Joy wants to add more money to it. So Joy decided to add the $5 more to it. $5 more to it. Now, when Joy sees his account information in his receipt he got, so he can see that he has a $40 to it and a account number 885. 885. Now, this notifies to the Ray, and he gets a notification that something has changed. Some money is added to his bank account information. So he sees bank account, and he can see that the changes has also been made, and it has also the $40 into it, and that's what the mutability is. So if two two persons are sharing the same thing, then the one change, the another gets also changed. That's what the mutability is, right? So now let's see what the immutability is, just the opposite of it. uh, okay, so the immutability is somewhat not we cannot change the in place things. We cannot change in place values, and we have to reassign to the name. Let's suppose say um, I have a string which has um, an object of class string str equal to orange, right? That's what the example we took, and orange. So when I want to change this a and change it to e, I want to change it to e to make a orange instead of or a orange. And let's suppose when I want to change, so the a is in the index of 0 1 2, right? So when I want to change something to it, let's suppose e, I can't do that. That says str object does not support the item assignment, so it's a immutable value. So to deal with the immutable, we can use this to change e instead of a. We can use the slicing, right? That's what we understood in the previous thing. So with slicing, what we can do is we select some portion of the string already defined, and concatenate the portions into one. So we have str equals str already defined value is orange, and we want or and nge, and between both we want e, right? So we will take to 0 1 2. So second value will be till -1. So we'll take 0 1 2. So we'll take colon 2, colon 2, right? And we'll concatenate with e, and the rest of the string, which is 0 1 2 3 4 5, 3 4 5, right? in the rest of it. If I'll not put anything there, it will take the whole to the end of the string, right? So when we do that, and when we see that, and we get a orange with E in the middle, right? And so we have reassigned value to it. We cannot change just a specific index we want. We have to reassign the value to it, value to the str, this variable. We can't do a separate change in the particular position like we have done in the list. If we want to change the particular value in the list, we have a power to do a particular change in that, but we can't do in the immutable values like strings and integers, and which does not support the mutable property. Here if I, let's say a equal to 885, right? So if we look at this, this is 0 index 1 2. If I see with that perspective, and if I want to change the 0 index of it and put a 4, that we cannot do this because this does not support the item assignment. So this is not mutable. And so integer and string and float and the other which does not follow the property of mutability. And that's what uh, the difference between the mutability and immutability. So if you understand this, and if you have any doubt about this that you occur, please tell me about that in the comment section below. And if you like this video, and then like it, and I will be doing the more video like this. So keep get connected with that subscribe button. So thanks.